Hello friends, myself Shraddha Punda, lecturer in Electrical Engineering Department, Kekivag Polytechnic, Nasik. I welcome you all to my educational video channel. In this video, we will discuss about electric circuit. After watching this video, you will understand the concept of electric circuit and some important terms related to it. So what is an electrical circuit? It is a network which electrically connects the various components such as resistors, inductors, capacitors, voltage and current sources to each other. So here you can see the simple electrical circuit in which there is a battery, inductor, resistor and capacitors are connected. Let us see the terms related to electric circuit. So first we have electromotive force or voltage. EMF is the force or pressure that causes the electrons to move in a particular direction. So symbolically we represent EMF by using letter capital E, or if you are calling it as voltage then we are using the letter capital V. The unit for the electromotive force is volts. The electromotive force can be called as voltage, driving force, locomotion, prime mover, propulsion, kinetic energy, means of propulsion, and motivity. The next term we have electric potential. It is the capability of the charged body to do work. So electric potential is equal to work done upon charge. This can be written as capital V, that is electric potential, is equal to W upon Q. The unit for electric potential is joules per coulomb or volts. The next term is potential difference. It is the difference in the electric potential of the two charged bodies. Unit for the potential difference is volts. The next term we have current. It is the movement of electrons or the flow of electrons in a conducting material. In other words, current can be defined as the rate of change of charge with respect to time. So we can write I is equal to dq by dt, which is measured in amperes. Symbolically, we represent current by using letter capital I and unit is ampere. The next term we have resistor. So this is what the resistor looks like. The definition for it is an electrical component which provides the specified amount of opposition to the flow of current. Symbolically, we represent resistor by using letter capital R. Unit for the same is ohm. So here the two symbols are shown. First represents the fixed resistor and second represents the variable resistor, where you can see an arrow marked with it. That represents the value of resistance can be varied. The next we have the resistance and resistivity. The resistance is the property of material which opposes the flow of electric current through it, which depends upon the type of material, the length, and the cross-section area and temperature of material. Here you can see R is equal to rho L by A, where R is the resistance of material, rho is the resistivity of material in ohm meter, L is the length of material in meters, and A is the cross-section area of material in meter square. The next term we have conductance and conductivity. The conductance is nothing but the reciprocal of resistance. So we can write G is equal to 1 upon R and the unit for conductance is mho. The conductivity is the reciprocal of resistivity. So we can write sigma is equal to 1 upon rho and unit for conductivity is ohm meter inverse or Siemens per meter. The next we have capacitor and capacitance. Capacitor is a component having the ability of storing the electrical energy and charge. Here are the symbols shown. This symbol represents the fixed capacitor. Second one is the polarized capacitor, and third is the variable capacitor, where you will see an arrow marked on it. The definition for the capacitance is it is having the ability to store an electrical charge. So capacitance is measured in farad. The next term we have inductor and inductance. Inductor is a coil or an electromagnetic device which opposes the change in current. Symbolically, we represent inductor by using the symbol. So this symbol represents the fixed inductor and the second represents the variable inductor, where you will see an arrow marked on it. The inductance is the property of an inductor which opposes any change in current through it. So it is denoted by capital L and measured in Henry. Next, we have Ohm's law. The statement of Ohm's law is, if the temperature is remaining constant, then the current flowing through the circuit is directly proportional to the voltage applied across the circuit, and it is inversely proportional to the resistance connected in that circuit. So from Ohm's law, we can write I is equal to V upon R, and I is measured in ampere. We can also write R is equal to V upon I, and resistance is measured in ohm. Also, we can write V is equal to I into R, and the unit for the same is volts. The next term we have electrical power, which is denoted by the letter capital P. It is the rate of change of energy in unit time, or it is also called as work done. So power is measured in watts or kilowatts or megawatts. In DC circuit, the power is the product of voltage and current. So we can write P is equal to V into I. We can write power is equal to I square R, or P is equal to V square upon R. In AC circuit, power is the product of voltage and current and cosine angle between them. That is P is equal to VI cos phi. The next term is the electrical energy that we denote by using letter capital E. It is defined as the product of electrical power and time. So we can write E is equal to P into T, and it is measured in watt hour or kilowatt hour. So here you can see the simple energy meter which records the energy consumption. Next we are having Kirchhoff's laws. A German physicist Gustav Kirchhoff developed the two laws enabling easy analysis of interconnection of any number of circuit elements. There are two laws. The first law deals with the flow of current, and it is popularly known as Kirchhoff's current law, while the second one deals with the voltage drop in a closed network, and it is known as Kirchhoff's voltage law. So let us discuss Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff's voltage law states that algebraic sum of all the EMFs and the algebraic sum of all the voltage drops, that is product of current and resistance, is 0. So we can write summation of E plus summation of V, that are the voltage drops in the circuit, is equal to 0. Considering the above figure, as per the Kirchhoff's law, we can write V1 plus V2 is equal to IR1 plus IR2, or V1 plus V2 is equal to I in bracket R1 plus R2. The next we have Kirchhoff's current law, that is KCL. The Kirchhoff's current law states that algebraic sum of all the currents at any node, point or a junction of circuit is equal to 0. That is summation of I is equal to 0. In this picture you will see some of the currents are incoming and some of the currents are outgoing. So considering the figure and applying the Kirchhoff's current law, we can write I1 plus I2 minus I3 minus I4 minus I5 plus I6 is equal to 0. Or we can write I1 plus I2 plus I6 is equal to I3 plus I4 plus I5. So we can conclude sum of the incoming currents is equal to sum of the outgoing currents. The next we will see the ways to wire circuits. So basically there are two ways to wire a circuit. Number one is series and number two is parallel. In series, first we will see the series circuit. In the series circuit, the resistor R1, R2, R3, they are connected in series across a supply voltage V volts, and the same current I will be flowing through all the three resistors. If V1, V2 and V3 are the voltage drop across the three resistors R1, R2 and R3, then we can write capital V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Let R be the total resistance of the circuit. Then we have R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So the total resistance is equal to sum of the individual resistances. Next we have the parallel circuit. In this circuit, the three resistors R1, R2, R3 are connected in parallel across the supply voltage of V volts. The current I will be flowing through them I1, I2 and I3. The total current drawn by the circuit is capital I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. We can write for I1, I2, I3 as V by R1, V by R2 and V by R3. So sum of them can be written as I is equal to V upon R1 plus V upon R2 plus V upon R3. Let R be the total effective resistance of the circuit. Then we can write V by R is equal to V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. So we can be taken as common. We have 1 by R is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. So reciprocal of total resistance is equal to sum of the reciprocal of the individual resistances. Let us see the summary what we have discussed in this video. We have seen what is an electrical circuit, then concept of voltage or EMF, electric potential, potential difference, current, resistor, resistance and resistivity, conductance and conductivity, capacitor and capacitance, inductor and inductance. Then we have seen Ohm's law, electric power, electrical energy, Kirchhoff's law, where we have seen Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current law. And lastly, we discuss ways to connect circuit. Thank you for watching my video.